let's start. The first section, big section for this day, it's i3 Pro product news. It's our main product, I think, a main course. And it's about application, server, and the studio. My name is Romanov Aleksandr. I am a technical director in iRidi Mobile. And actually, I'm work for you, with you in our product. Okay, the first question is, where can I find the latest data? Because today we will speak about some changes, some new features, some small improvements or very big improvements. And of course, the first question, when I can find the latest data? Well, it's a very simple way, because you can use, of course, it's an English language. You can use our website, and we have section downloads. And in this section, we have a changelog here, okay? It means that you can check what kind of news with each release is available here. And for KNX Home Server, the same way, you can check it here, the same way, changelog, etc. Well, let's check. This is like a big list. And actually, if we have a new release, if we have a news about it, it's always here. It's always all features available here. And if we have documentation about it, we have a link. And this link will be about some publication, about some page in dev.iRidi.com. Okay, let's try. The first question is how we accelerate the development of projects. Of course, your time as an integrator, I think all of people have a very valuable resource. It's a time. And of course, we work about how we can improve it, how we can make it a little bit easy for you. And today I will show you some little improvements, small improvements about time, about some additional clicks, etc. And I have a little bit, I want to focus you on the question, what the most important, what the most interested news will be here. I mean, please focus on this question. What kind of news will be very interesting for you personally? Because we work with the product, we work with a lot of data, commercial data about some plans, etc. But of course, this product used from your side, and it means we want to help you to use our product in the easy way. And if you have some, wow, it's cool, please text it in our web chat. It will be very valuable for you, for me. Thank you. Okay, the ability to replace the font in the entire project. Sometimes we have some project, iRidi Studio. Of course, you should use latest version of iRidi Studio. Just create a new project. And for example, you are as integrator, make some project. You just make some logic part, etc. And of course, you have some text here, like here will be start, here will be end, here will be next, like this. And we have a designer from customer side, and he said, oh guys, I want to change this font. I don't want to use this font in my project. And of course, you can make it like this, like select this, and change this font size here. and okay, it will be available for you. But it's not so easy because you have a lot different pages, different pop-ups, and we have a new receipt for this question, new way. Just check our resources, fonts, and here we have, wait a minute, just okay. We have here some font, just replace font in all projects, and you can change it, and it's all fonts on all elements will be changed. Great. Next, the next step, it's about the ability to paste image from the clipboard into the workspace and project resources. Well, we work with it in 2022, and actually it's very easy way. We have experience in another editor, like we can make some screenshot on this, and I can paste it in any editor. But earlier it was impossible for iRidi. Why? Because now it's impossible. I just make Control V, and as you see, we have image in our resources, and I can make it with make any operation with this image. Again, just Control C, Control V, and it's all. You have some images from website, from I don't know, from another editor, etc. Very fast way without any additional save, etc. Okay. The next thing is about we accelerate the development of project. The ability to move the page around the workspace to work in negative coordinates. What it means? Here we have a page 1. Early it was like just a page, like a list, some area, and you should use it in this window. But sometimes I want to make like this. I can use it with a gray field, and I can change something like without out of visibility area, and I can use it like this, because here I will have some design, here I will have some additional elements. Very simple things. And of course, about scale process, for now you can scale it in some place of the mouse, and of course you can use central middle mouse button wheel, and you can use it for drag this area. Okay, the next it's about the ability to copy all guidelines from one page to another. If you know, we have some thing like guidelines. What it means? For example, I can use this guideline, and I can use it for sticking some elements. For example, this elements to sticking for these guidelines. And of course, it's not about only one. I can use something like this from another side, like this. And actually, you can check it like copy, Control C, and make a new page, add page, and make Control V. Make Control V. It's okay. But actually, it's not so easy. If you have a lot of different templates, like with guidelines. Well, for now, I have a special function for this, special menu option, copy all guides and paste guides. It's all. Very simple way for your simple templates. The ability to copy, the ability of multiple selection and moving of pop-ups by Control-Shift in the pop-up group editor. Well, if I have some pop-ups, I just add And if I want to use these pop-ups in some group, how it will be? Add pop-up to group, manage, and here you should use one by one for group. But now I can make some new group, and I can just use a control button and just drag and drop. It's very easy and very simple way. And of course, you can make shift. Oh, sorry. Like this. Oh, like this. Okay. Well, it's a very small improvement. The next things about we accelerate the development of project with JS editor. The first thing is about the ability to disable a group of JS script. Of course, in your project, you can use some scripts. For example, new script. And if you have a big project, actually, it's not about one script. I think you have a lot of different functions, different models for you. And of course, you can use a lot of them. And early, if you have some overloading, you should, some integrators have a problem like, okay, I will use like this function, like, okay, it will be a comments, no, it's not good solution. Some more improvements, it's use disable function. If you have a disable function like a gray, in this case, this script will be not will be included in whole project. But now you can use multiple action with it, and you can use all disable or all enable. Simple function. Let's make deeper. The ability to close tab script projects by pressing middle mouse button. Again, in another editor, in this editor, early it was available only like this, close. Okay, yes, close. Okay, it's so boring. I think it's a good way just to click middle button. Wow, very simple. Okay, just for your knowledge. The search for text not only in open but also in closed script. How it was early? We have some word like scripts and 5, for example. I just copy this and close script 5. And if I will use like this and try to make, text is not found because it's only about current script. But for now, you can use all scripts. In this case, you will have this function for all scripts and it will be opened automatically for you. The next thing is about the ability to scroll the script window below the last line of text as in Visual Studio. We are like programmers, and actually in programmer side, it's the best way to use some, create some JS script. You have a center of your screen here, like here. It's the best way because it's a very interesting. You know that after these lines, you have no codes. And early it was impossible because it was like here, if you just this, and it always was like this. But now you can use a mouse wheel and make it in down, and it's okay. Very how to say, clear code style. The next, tab settings. Oh, it's very simple, but I should talk with you about this function. Just tools, options, and script, tab size. How many size, how many spice will be in tab. Okay. If you have some question, please text in our web chat. Maybe you have a very interesting wow effect. Please text it in our web chat. It will be very valuable for me. Thank you. Okay, we accelerate the development of project for server. What news in server project? The ability to open the forward value to object selection window by pressing the enter key and support of driver tokens. Well, what did it say? Some guys have, okay. And now I will make a new project, new server project. And here we have, for example, a new driver like one wire, for example, and another one like AMX. That doesn't matter. I have some feedbacks here. I have some comments here. And we have a function like a forward value to. What it means? It means if I want to transfer to gate some driver, for example, take one from one wire, send any changes to the AMX driver to the command, I should use like this, like make a command and drag to the tag, and it's all. For now, I know that I have some relation with the AMX driver without any scripts, without any additional block schemes. Or another way, it's like tag 2, just in forward value 2, just select drivers, IMX, command, another one. Okay. But now you have a new way how you can make it easy. I will use just a keyboard without mouse. Just keyboard, just push the enter. And here I can use commands, and it's all. Sometimes it's a very fast way to make a lot of different relations with the sum driver. Okay, I hope it was clear. And additional things, it's about virtual, because early it was not available in virtual, but now you can use this relation too. You can send tag 5 to virtual command 2. Okay. It was a second news and first news. The second use, universal import from JS, the ability to import virtual variables. Well, again, actually, when we use some logical part, and if you have some a lot of different projects, and of course, you as integrator has some templates for logical part, and very often virtual commands and feedbacks is like a variable, and it's like some template for variables. And of course, you should make it one by one each time when you have a new project. But for now, you have a new tool for that. We have a special format for JS file, virtual JS, like a device, virtual commands, and here we have some parameters for that. And I can just use universal import from JS and open this file, virtual JS, and import the structure. And for now, I have already comments and feedback for virtual driver. Simple way for big project. Okay, the next thing, it's about, again, the server. It's about FBD, function block diagrams. Schemes, auto creation of a scheme template when dragging a scheme block into an active workspace. Well, how it was? If I want to use a scheme, and early if I tried to make this to the empty field, it was it was not possible because you have no schemes here. You have no some template, etc. But for now, if you make this, it will be added automatically. Easy way for your convenience. And the second question, second news about it, the ability to select the number of output for the duplicate block. Because early you used duplicate block, duplicate, okay, like this. And if you want to use not only two different, like a duplicate, if you want to use a triple case, you should use like this scheme. And actually it works, but it's not so easy and it's not so fast way. For now, you can use this block and you can change the count outputs like this, and you have a lot out blocks. Okay. The next thing is about i3 Pro new features. It was about UX UI. If you have some interesting, wow, please text to the chat. Oh, thank you, recommend. It's very valuable for me. Thank you very much. Okay, new feature, drivers. We have some changes for Domintel. Support of hardware, it's a new devices for Domintel. We are very happy work with this hardware manufacturer, because they always send to us new models and work with us very in good way. Okay, and the ability to adjust the delay between sent commands. The next thing is about support of monitoring the message server in Modbus, R2 and TCP. Okay, I want to show you this function, because in documentation, if we will have, for example, I just open any link here in dev.iRidi.com. And early, if you have a Modbus driver, sometimes it was a problem. Of course, it should be English language. 1 moment. And sometimes if you have a work on the site with a Modbus hardware, and our integrators ask us in support, wow, I have a very big freeze in Modbus driver. What is that? And actually, in 40% cases, it was about one more register in Modbus which can be used. I mean, this device not available in this bus, and it means that driver, when asked this hardware part, I mean, when asked this device about how are you, and just waiting timeout, and this timeout like 10 seconds, a little bit more, and it looks like a freeze. And for now, we have a very interesting tool inside server part, monitoring. If you have in your project a Modbus driver, RTU or TCP, for now we have a new button monitoring. When you push the button, we will listen a port, a Modbus port, a driver port, about what was asked and what was answers. And all of this can be used in diagnostic of the problem with the Modbus hardware part, with the Modbus driver in your project, etc. Very simple way, without any additional Modbus emulator, etc. Available in all projects where you have a Modbus driver. Okay, the next thing's about the Intesis driver, integration with gateways from the home automation interface. As you know, maybe not, but I hope, Intesis, it's a hardware manufacturer about some climate system, like a universal gates for climate system for VRV, VRF, and they make a very interesting hardware. And actually, they have a gateway to Modbus, from Modbus to VRV system, or from KNX to VRV system. And actually, they have a gateways like a home automation interface. It's a serial, it's a brand, sub-brand. And for now, we have integration with this, and you can integrate with this piece of part, and you can use it to integrate your project with a VRV, VRF system. The next thing is about the TVLG VBOS driver. Of course, it's about IP driver, and you can control TV with the LG WebOS system. The next thing is about TIS network. We have a lot of new subdevices, and for now, it's a very powerful driver for this hardware, TIS. Okay, the next integration is about the Ajax network driver. If you know, Ajax, it's a manufacturer about security system with a very interesting design. They have a lot of different awards about design for this hardware. And as I know, they're available in Europe. And for now, we have integration with this security system via cloud, and we can make a security zone, some alarms. So we have some alarms about zone alarm, etc. The next thing is about TION network, TION driver. TION is a recuperation air system for, how to say it, some cleaner system for air. And I think available in Europe too. And for now, we support a zone sensor subdevice. We support on-with network driver for cameras, on-with cameras. And you can here, we have here on project, you can add some device like a on-with network. And of course, I can add a subdevice like PTZ, and we have commands for PTZ, XY, zoom, speed, etc. Well, very easy native driver without any GS code. BACnet network. We have some cases when we have a BACnet driver, I think 3 years, maybe more. And we have cases when BACnet driver can work in 2 different modes. In one mode, we have a subscription to the variable. I mean, we just sent a subscription list to the controller, and he said, "Okay, I know you." And for after that, they will this controller will send for us any updates for these variables. And second path, it looks like Modbus. I mean, we always ask this controller, what changed, what news, what about this variable, etc. And of course, more interesting part, it's the first way. And we always, but actually not so much controllers support it. I mean, some controllers work with only second way, but some controllers can be integrated with both paths. And actually, we always ask, "Hey, controller, could you make a subscription?" And some controllers said, "Okay, yes, I can." And we just wait, and it's all. But we have a case that some controllers, some hardware part said, "Yes, I can," but after that, just a silence without any updates. Well, for now, we have some special parameter in the BACnet driver, and if we will change it, we will have a forced mode to updating variables like a Modbus, and we will have all new changes from this controller. The next new about INLs, it's Elka EP. It's a very good driver, native driver, and I know that this hardware very interesting, very good, with very good quality. And for now, we have support for new control command group digital, and we implemented it in our driver. Any plans to support on VIF and VR devices? I don't know if you have some model. I mean, if you have some model, you understand, okay, I have some model and it's on VIF and VR, you can send a quota to our tech support, and our product manager will be discuss it with our team, with the developers team, and maybe it's possible to add to the driver system. It's always about some idea part. Okay, and Crestron. Actually, Crestron, it's a very huge driver, and it's a very old driver. I mean, it's not about old. I think it's about Vice driver. But now we have a lot of new integrators from Crestron, because if you know, Crestron have some new ways, some new way to about development. I mean, they little bit they decide that home controllers, it's not so good for their business, and for now it's not so strong part for them. And for now we have a lot of newbie Crestron integrators in our product, and we support a new functions from Crestron for next processors ages, generations, and we support the authentication for new processor, and for now ability to send command with a serial type with Unicode support for new types of connection. Well, if you have some old Crestron, how would say it, old Crestron certificate, maybe it's a time to make some new project with us. Okay, the next feature about Zigbee. As you know, early Zigbee was available only with our UMC server, with special assemblies, with a special chip inside our UMC. But for now, we have a good news, because for all server platforms, we have support of USB sticks. And here we have 3 different sticks which were tested, and it was good. And actually we know that it's available on all markets in the world, I think in all countries. It's a Nortec, Edelabs, and Defarus Stick Pro, and you can use it if you want to connect Zigbee devices directly to our server without any additional gateway like Vera, like I don't know what's the Fibaro, etc. And for Zigbee, we have support and new equipment like a Xiaomi Akara, like a Legrand Netatmo. It's a new wireless brand for Zigbee devices, and support of Danfoss equipment. All of this available to integration with our driver Zigbee. And new feature, it was about new drivers, but what about new features? For level, circular level, multi-state level, we have a new tokens like field and empty. What it means, you can use it in JavaScript, and you can use it for subscribing. I mean, you can change some visual part. For example, like this, if you want, when I have a maximum, when I have a field, you can make it like a red line, for example. It means overloaded. And it's very easy way, and all of this available in documentation. The next thing is about template for displaying a fractional value. Early, it was like a f.1, but for now, we can use f.1. It means it will be available for some numbers, like 1.0 or 1,0. Well, you can use it in your application, in your interfaces. And the default behavior of the up-down button element is changed without built-in links. Well, early, it was a very old function from second version of iRidi. If you want to use some up-down button here, and if you have some command for this, for example, like this, and of course, by default, it will be related with a press. But actually, of course, we can use it for release. But we have a very strange behavior, because early in second version of iRidi, event of releases, of hold, or end of hold, it was unavailable, and it means all relations were started always on press. In this case, it looks like a mistake, because when I push the button, but without release, we will have this command. This button sends this command, and sometimes it's problem, because for second version it was okay, but now it's not. It's not okay. Well, if you want to use this case for all elements, it doesn't matter. You just add a new button, make a relation, and it's all. Because for now we have send step by default. But if you want to use all behavior from second version, you should change like a press. And of course, if you will have a project from second version, and if you will open this project in this editor, this property will be automatically set by press for compatibility. Okay. The new feature. Oh, great feature, I think. Support on the fractional font value. Again, you as integrator very often work with a designer, and you have some design from designer. I mean, some template, some style. And he said, okay, please use Gabriola's font with size 11. And you use it. But when you try to check it with some design, you have a problem because it's not about pixel, but by pixel. And for now, it's available. You can use a fractional function like a 1 or 3 and something like this. All of this will be available for this size. It's very easy to make a perfect screen, a perfect design. Support of indenting text in elements. Well, early again, if you want to make this design, for example, it will be like a menu. And if you want to make a line to the right side, you can make it like this, like a right side. But actually, it's not so perfect design, because here we have no good space outline. Well, how it was early? Our integrator used a label with a next, for example, and they make some additional lines, and they use this for alignment. It's a very old school. For now, available a new thing if you want to use it. Not about on this, but alignment with the pixels space. And you can make like this, and it's okay. For now, you have some space between some border and text. Okay, if you have question, please text it in our web chat, please. The clear project token write only in ER methods. What it means? Of course, in our project, you can use a project tokens here. It looks like a variable, and we have a default value like 1, 2. It can be like a settings, and actually you can use it, but sometimes your user have some additional settings like this, and you want to reset all settings by default. How we can use it? For now, you can make some button and make some, we have some tokens here, clear project tokens, and you can use it like this. Oh, sorry, like this. No, like this. What is it? Why? Oh, of course, yes. And you can make it like a button which will use it to reset all variables here. And last page about new features. It's a more system features. It's about encryption, new encryption method in script. It's now available in the script, and you can use it in your own drivers, in JS driver, because we have a new interesting encryption method, and you can use it in your project. Support of work with a byte array, the same way. It's about encode decode. We support for now of NVM disks, because in last year we had we faced it with a problem when our integrators tried to use some server like Hewlett Packard micro PC, and they have only NVM disks, and it means that our licensing system doesn't possibility to use this disk for system. And for now, it can be used in your project, and you can use it for the server. And the last thing, it's about Raspberry Pi for Model B, because for now only Model B4 available in the European market. I think Model 3 it's not available, but who knows, maybe you have. And now we have official support for Pi4. And it's all. Well, your question, our answers. And please, I want to focus you again on the question, what news excited you the most? Well, the little bit express think about what it was. It was about ability to replace the font. It was about paste images from the clipboard. It was about move the page. It was about copy all guidelines. It was about some interesting UX function for multiple selection pop-ups. It was about a lot of small improvements of GS editor. It was about a new possibility for server project with a GS import with a forward value to function. It was about schemes, small improvements about fast creation of first scheme and about duplicate block. It's about some new drivers and improvements, Domintel, Modbus monitoring system, Intesis, TVLG, TIS, Ajax network, Tion, OnViv, BACnet, INLs, Crestron, it's a big part, Zigbee functions. It was about new future for elements, field empty, new template, and new behavior for up-down button. It was about fonts for fractional font value, and it was about indenting text in element, and it was about new system tokens, and a little bit about system improvements for high-level engineers. Well, what it was, what news excited you the most? Thank you very much. If you will text it in our chat, it will be very valuable. Do you support NVMe with Raspi 4? Oh, I don't know, because we have no experience with this case. We have no tests for this. Maybe it's a good idea to try with it, play with it, but we have no test for it. Okay, let's next. We will have a second part, just at 10 minutes, and it's all. And actually, for now, we have 40 minutes. Okay. Oh, Ajax driver, good addition. Thank you very much, Johan. Thank you very much. Okay, product news about KNX Home Server. If you know that we have another product, KNX Home Server, it's a very simple product. And actually, when I prepare for this webinar, I thought about this product. We started when this situation with COVID. It was started in this time, 2 years ago. And now this product has 2 years experience. And actually, it's a very simple but very good product for KNX market. And if you have no experience with it, I recommend it because it's very simple way. Well, we have some improvements, and I want to show you the simple way how you can check it and how you can use it and how you can show it for your customers. Because we have a demo mode in this application, in Windows application, in application on some tab or some paths, and without any registration, without any additional login, just start the application and start the demo, start demo. Well, and after that, you will have presettings, some project, and you can check it with some additional actions. And of course, you can check it with config. Well, let's check what kind of improvements we have here. Support for Blue Sound players. Of course, in devices, we can add Blue Sound players. Earlier, it was available only for Sonos, but now it's available for Blue Sound. And of course, I have no players here, and I want to make it manually. Oh, what it means? What is that? Oh, guys. Okay, I have a crashed application. Oh my God. In demo mode. Oh. Well, I have no words now because it knows I have no experience with it. Okay, Blue Sound, add manually. Host is this host some like a 111. Okay, and I want to add some, and now I have some widget for that. And of course, I can use some logical path here because we have timers, and you can check what kind of function we have here, because here we have select action, play, pause, volume, increase volume, decrease volume, mute, unmute, previous, next, etc. Well, you can use it in actions in logical path for this AV driver. The next things, it's about support SAP AccuVox. Yes, again, we have SAP. We have it here, SAP. And for SAP, we can add some some subscriber. And it's available for Dobird, TrueIP, BusIP, Funwheel, and for now it's available for AccuVox. And it will be the same like a Dobird with this widget, and you can use it for your KNX installation and integration some SIP intercom to your installation. Okay, and we have a new widgets: Fun, Virtual Thermostat, Blinds, and Climate. The first one, it's about fun. KNX add KNX device, and here we have a fun. And for fun, we have some new address. I don't know, just like this. For stop button, we have address like this. And for example, I will have only one speed for this driver, and it's all. Looks like. Okay, for now I have 3 different widgets which can be used in my project. And again, I have some timer and some function, how we can use this timer in our logic part. Okay, the next thing is about virtual thermostat. Oh, it's a very good thing about virtual thermostat, how it can be used. I just KNX add KNX device and virtual thermostat, and I will use some address from temperature sensor. It means I have no thermostat in KNX. I just use some temperature sensor, and I have some heater, for example, floor heating, or for example, radiator heater, and it's just a relay, and it's all just a relay, and I can use a write address for this relay and read address for this, and it's all. After that, I can use some set points like a min, max, default value, like some protection mode. When you have some alarm, you can use a protection mode like a 7 degree of cesium, and you can use it for safe in your house. And back, add this, and I have a widget for virtual thermostat with some comfort. It looks like a normal thermostat, but with a simple logic part here on server side. Like if we have a low, just turn on. If we have a higher temperature, just turn off, etc. Okay, the next widget, it's about blinds with stop button. We have blinds here. Early it was available shutters, yes. It was available only without stop button. For now, it's available with a stop button. And next thing is about some improvements for climate. For climate, we have additional functions in this widget. And it's all. Actually, you can use this to show your customers some new functions, some new interesting things for this product. And when you will have closed the project, all your settings will be lost because it's a demo. Well, if you have a question, our answer. And please rate this webinar from 0 to 10. When 0, it's a very bad webinar. I think it's I lost my time, etc. I don't know. I just and 10, if you have a good webinar and good energy level after this webinar. And of course, I will check your question in the chat. You have a device tab on the right side on the screen by the project tokens. I have devices by the workspace, which is not ergonomic to me. How to move it in on the right side? Device type from the right side. One moment, I just check it. If I, okay, one moment. You have a device type on the right side on the screen. The project tokens. I have devices by the workspace, which is not ergonomic to me. How to move it to the right? But you have the right side here, no? I can understand. Actually, you can use it you can use it with these settings, like I don't know. Actually, you can use it like this. maybe you said about it, but I don't know. Please describe in more detail, or you can text it in our support, and they can make you. And of course, if you have some mess in your tabs, you always can use options, workspace, and well, it was clear. I don't know. Reset. It was about reset. Sorry, but okay. I just faced with the problem. Okay, without. Sorry. On the wiki page, BACnet, you say that you need a BACnet controller. Can you tell which one, brand, model? Any BACnet supported controller, because we have universal BACnet driver. And of course, we work with some controller, because we are not a controller. We are not a master. We just ask a controller about what stored in this controller with a variable. Okay. Any plans for RUSound support on KNX Home Server? As I know, we have no plans about RUSound, but you can send your idea to our support, and we collect all idea in special file. Only it was on our forum, but now it's not used. We use a special file for products, and they collect all data about ideas, and after that they decided how it will be improvement in the product, how it possible. Maybe it's a very expensive, maybe it's not so valuable, etc. But all your idea for now are connected. Okay, collected. Okay, and it's all. Actually, as I think you have no new question, but if you have, thank you for your attention. Please add to my Facebook friends. Please text your question to our support or to our sales department. And of course, a record for this webinar will be available for you and for free. I think it will be available tomorrow. Thank you very much again. Thank you and goodbye.